Right. So this is the wiring diagram for an alternator circuit in a Mazda 3, and so we're going to understand how the circuit works. But before, let's take a look at a more simplified version of that circuit. So this is the charging circuit of a car. So here we have the alternator. Here we have the alternator. This is the charging warning light, which is on your dashboard. This is the ignition switch, and this is your battery. The function of the alternator is to charge the battery and provide voltage to all the circuits in the car when the engine is running, when the car is running. So it is a very simple circuit, but with technology, with the advance of technology, now the computer controls, can monitor and control how much current and demand the alternator is generated depending on how many circuits or load are being used in the car. It makes it more efficient. So next, let's take a look. And this down here are the different parts of the alternator, but basically this one here, number 5, this is the rotor, and number 6, this is the stator. When your car is running, a pulley, a drive belt, is making the alternator turn, and so this rotor is turning inside this stator, but without applying a voltage to the rotor, there will be the alternator will not be able to generate current. So the rotor needs a voltage applied to it in order to generate a magnetic field, and that in turns, with the spinning of the engine, that in turns generates the voltage needed in order to charge the battery and supply power to all the circuits in the car. So with that being said, let's take a look at the wiring diagram of the alternator. This is for the Mazda 3, and notice that this is a 3-wire alternator. We have the output, which is this wire right here. Notice that this wire goes through this fuse through the battery. Okay, so this is the output of the alternator in order to charge the battery. And then we have other 2 wires. We have the load request wire, which is this wire here. Notice the direction of the arrow. This one comes from the PCM, the powertrain computer, and this wire is the feedback wire. Notice the direction of the arrow. This one is a signal that goes from the alternator to the PCM. The computer is using this signal in order to monitor the alternator, how much current how much current and voltage is being generated by the alternator. And this wire here, by the way, this is a pulsating signal, and this is also a pulsating signal, a square wave. The computer, depending on the demand of how many loads and circuits are used in the car, the computer uses this signal in order to turn on and off the alternator. It uses duty cycle. It would increase the width of the pulse in order to turn on the alternator for longer periods of time. So notice that this signal, this is for the Mazda 3. Not all alternators and manufacturers use the same technology. Notice that this signal comes into a transistor, and this transistor is the one that is exciting or applying voltage to the rotor. This here is the rotor, and this here are the stators. Okay, so when you that's why if you take a look at the beginning of the video, the control signal, the low control signal is a really small signal. It's about 0.6, 0.5 volts. And the reason being that it's turning on a transistor can be activated with the base emitter voltage of 0.6 to zero point 0.7 volts. So that's all you need. And that's why that signal is so small. And as you turn on the air conditioner and the headlights, the duty cycle, the width of the signal increases, and therefore the signal, but it will not increase more than 0.7 volts, because that's the drop of voltage between base and emitter. And so when you turn on this transistor, this is the regulator, by the way. Current is going to flow through the rotor. So it's a field activation signal that is turning on the magnetic field in the rotor as the rotor is spinning inside the stator, and therefore generating the needed current. So notice that this is the stator here, and these diodes are the rectifier diodes. So this is a three-phase signal. It's a three-phase signal. All right. So what is going to happen is that the output of the stator is going to be a three-phase signal, and once the signal goes through the rectifier diodes, what you have is a pulsating DC signal. Okay. And then the output is charging the battery. These are down here, the connectors. This connector is a thick wire, which is this wire right here, which carries a lot of current in order to charge the battery and to provide voltage to all the circuits in the car. And this one here is connected to the PCM, which are these two wires down here. This one in the middle is the load request signal coming from the ECU, and this one is the feedback signal, which the ECU is using in order to measure the amount of current generated by the alternator. And so that is the video that I wanted to make. Thanks for watching.